High school game night brought to you by JD's Pazzo Pizza in Ephrata. Welcome back to the high school game night halftime report. We are now joined here by PennLive.com's Jeff Reinhart. Jeff, been a while. Great to have you back.
Nice to see you again, Brian. Here we go.
Yeah,
Playoffs.
absolutely. And we're going to talk about three players from District 3 that had huge games last week, beginning with J.B. Boynton from Lampeter Strasburg. You wrote a great story about him this week.
Thank you.
Give us a scoop.
Fascinating kid. We'll try to give you the Cliff's Notes version. From the Pittsburgh area, put up for adoption when he was 6 months old, ended up in Lancaster County. In the last year, he lost both of his step-parents. Mom died of cancer. Dad died of cirrhosis.
Wow.
So he's on his own. Say hello to Brian Groff, great guy, Conestoga Valley grad, great family, 3 sons who played sports at LS. Brian Groff, local golfers might know his name. He's a great amateur golfer in the county. He took JB in and actually had his dad in for a while too before he passed. He's his guardian. Great story. JB's been awesome. Big game last week against Palmyra. 6 catches, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, returned a kick for a touchdown. He's taken back a couple of kicks for touchdowns this season for LS. Special kid, neat story. Tough to see what he went through, but he's persevering and playing and doing well in school.
It's
so
very
good,
cool.
Good for him.
And if they can rally around for that kind of story and keep going,
yes.
Get big game against Solanco.
Big game against Solanco.
Moving on, our local guy, Cody Kegerais from Manheim Central.
Yeah.
He's really stepped into that quarterback role, getting better every week. What do you see from him?
Yeah, I see him maturing, and I wrote this week. He's basically maturing before our very eyes. That sounds kind of corny, but he's turning into a quote-unquote Manheim Central quarterback kid. An option-oriented kid who can also throw. Went over 1,000 yards passing last week in the big win over Spring Grove, 51-3. Coming up on 1,000 rushing yards. He's up over 800 rushing yards. He's been great on the ground. He had a 200-yard rushing night a couple of weeks ago. He's been up over 100 yards rushing the last couple of games. Got to talk to him after the big Solanco win in Week 10. Mm-hmm. Well-spoken, gets it, smart kid. Said he's really starting to understand what it's like to play quarterback in that system for Manheim Central.
Yeah.
So, he's got an outside shot here at 1,000 season. You don't see that a whole lot, but really he's maturing, completing a better percentage of passes, using the weapons around him, and he's been great running the ball. So in the great pantheon of Manheim Central quarterbacks, remember the name Cody Kegerais. He's coming around and playing really well here for the Barons. Yeah,
and usually the Manheim Central quarterbacks only come in as seniors. He's going to get another year, hopefully, next year, which is even more dangerous.
Absolutely.
But finally, we'll talk Eric Benjamin from, not the Carolina receiver, Eric Benjamin from Manheim Township, who's just been a gunslinger, and he's got Hempfield tonight.
Gunslinger, good word. Yeah, he's been phenomenal. And a couple of weeks back, I kind of tabbed him as Section 1 Player of the Year. Just a great season throwing the ball. And actually, he's come on running the ball here a little bit like Kegerais lately. He hasn't gone over 100 rushing, but he's been up over 80 yards rushing the last couple of weeks and getting some touchdowns on the ground. Also playing some defense for Manheim Township. 29 touchdown passes, leads the LL, just 3 picks. Was picked here in the Governor Mifflin game last week for a pick 6, actually, by the Mustangs. That was his first pick since week 2. Steady, good rollout passer, has a good pocket presence, has a great offensive line in front of him. Veteran kid who's been around and played, and here's Manheim Township. Yep, they get Hempfield, their big rival here tonight, and wow, if they win that, they go to the district semis. Really like what Eric Benjamin's been doing for the Streaks.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, Jeff, thanks for joining us once again. You've got girls basketball to do.
Wow, don't remind me.
All right, and as always, you can check out all of Jeff's work online at PennLive.com for all the latest on high school athletes throughout the LL League and beyond. But right now, we will send you back out to Manheim for second half action between those Barons and the East Pennsboro Panthers. Enjoy.